We have about 14,000 units under that we own and manage currently. But I also more recently launched my own private equity shop, and we're out raising capital for our first $100 million fund.
Wow, very cool. All right, so kind of walk us through. You run and manage your own family office. You said it's pretty large, right? Then you started doing other stuff, and now you're raising money for a private equity group. Walk us through the whys of why you're doing this.
Well, it's interesting. I've been with the family for 32 years. I started as a real estate lawyer, realized very quickly I wanted to be on the other side of the table, and got into the real estate. When I joined, the patriarch was my first wife's father, as it turns out. We had about 2,000 units, mostly in California, mostly older C stuff. He was just starting to expand into Texas. And once I came on board, we started getting rid of all the junk and moving into A quality assets, A plus quality assets, and moving in more into Dallas and San Antonio and Austin, and then into Phoenix in the mid 90s. We even at that point started developing property. We had a piece of property that we didn't know what to do with. We kept trying to sell it and couldn't sell it. And finally we just said, well, we own an apartment complex right next door. Why don't we build some more units? 4,000 units later, we're now serious developers. But again, only for our own account. But, having said all of that, the patriarch is now on in years, and he still likes to run things a little bit like he did 40 or 50 years ago. And I had a lot of bandwidth. So I decided that it's kind of something for me to start doing that I've always wanted to do, and something that would segue into the next chapter of the family office. When the patriarch was no longer with us, I launched my own private equity group. And that led us to, obviously, our first private equity fund to raise money and invest. And we're investing in single tenant net lease retail properties, high credit tenants.